Slapstick humor. Slapstick humor refers to a style of comedy based on deliberate, exaggerated physical activity and harmless violence. It is believed that this developed during the time of early human physical theatrical performances, specifically tracing back to the Italian commedia dell'arte in the 16th century, where actors used a wooden paddle called a slapstick to create loud, non-lethal striking sounds. Generally, people who rely on slapstick humor exhibit the following characteristics. They possess high physical coordination, they show a tendency to use grand gestures, and they possess a strong understanding of spatial timing. Physical comedians, silent film actors, and professional clowns are examples of individuals who utilize slapstick humor. Deadpan humor. Deadpan humor refers to the deliberate display of emotional neutrality or no emotion, commonly known as a blank expression, while delivering highly comedic or absurd material. One widely discussed explanation is that deadpan humor works by subverting expectations between emotional delivery and absurd content, originating as a contrast to the highly expressive theatrical performances of the early 20th century. Generally, people with high tendencies toward deadpan humor exhibit the following characteristics. They show a desire to maintain strict facial control. They are good at masking emotional responses, and they deliver sentences in a steady, monotonous rhythm. Stand-up comedians, British television writers, and corporate speakers often utilize deadpan humor to contrast mundane settings with bizarre statements. Satirical humor. Satirical humor refers to the use of humor, irony, exaggeration, or ridicule to expose and criticize human vices, stupidity, or systemic flaws. It is believed that this developed in ancient literary traditions, prominently in ancient Rome, as a sociological tool to critique political leaders and societal norms without resorting to direct confrontation. Generally, people who employ satirical humor exhibit the following characteristics. They possess high analytical intelligence, they are highly observant of societal contradictions, and they show a tendency to frame criticisms within fictional or exaggerated scenarios. Political cartoonists, journalists, and comedic television hosts are examples of individuals who heavily rely on satirical humor. Self-deprecating humor. Self-deprecating humor refers to the act of reprimanding oneself by belittling, undervaluing, or disparaging oneself for comedic effect. It is believed that this psychological mechanism evolved as a social diffusion tool, allowing individuals to lower their perceived social status to appear more approachable, deflecting potential aggression or envy from peers. Generally, people who use self-deprecating humor exhibit the following characteristics. They demonstrate high self-awareness. They show a tendency to vocalize their own flaws before others can, and they use their personal failures as the primary structure for their jokes. Public speakers, memoir authors, and late-night talk show hosts are examples of individuals who frequently use self-deprecating humor to build rapid rapport with audiences. Absurdist humor. Absurdist humor refers to a form of comedy that deliberately violates causal reasoning, producing events and behaviors that are obviously illogical, bizarre, or fundamentally nonsensical. Modern absurdist humor was heavily influenced by philosophical and artistic movements such as Dada, which challenged conventional logic after World War I. Generally, individuals who create absurdist humor exhibit the following characteristics. They show a high capacity for lateral thinking. They are highly tolerant of cognitive dissonance, and they naturally connect completely unrelated concepts without requiring a logical bridge. Internet meme creators, surrealist artists, and experimental sketch comedy writers are examples of individuals who operate heavily within absurdist humor. Wordplay humor. Wordplay humor refers to the clever and witty use of words and linguistic structures, such as puns, double entendres, and rhetorical devices, to create a humorous effect. Some evolutionary psychologists have proposed that wordplay may have helped demonstrate linguistic ability and intelligence in social groups. Generally, people who excel at wordplay exhibit the following characteristics. They possess an extensive vocabulary. They show a tendency to recognize phonetic similarities rapidly, and they process multiple meanings of a single word simultaneously. Authors, copywriters, and battle rappers are examples of individuals who utilize wordplay humor to demonstrate intellectual agility. If you want to discuss this video or suggest an idea for the next one, leave a comment below.